It's the Dead Panda Podcast, and we talk about stuff such as stand-up comedy, improv comedy, and we ask people to share the feeling.
Okay, we're rolling.
We are rolling. Everything's set up. Yeah, we're going.
I got stage fright. Can we hold on for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Deep breaths. All right, welcome to the Dead. Never mind. That was stupid. Let me start over. Welcome to the 6 Feet Apart podcast. You're a little bit too close.
Oh, I think we're about 6 feet.
Okay.
I'm not. We really don't have the option to move.
Yeah. Anyway, just fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
That's my mantra for life right now.
How's your social distancing treating you?
It's alright. Like, people have been asking, like, let's hang out online and let's do these improv shows and comedy shows online. I'm like, that sounds awful. I did do one for Stab Comedy where I submitted a clip that I recorded, but that's a little different than like doing stand-up live with no audience.
Yeah, I'll probably end up playing some like Jackbox games or something.
Yeah.
But like doing like if I'm not getting that immediate feedback from other people, it doesn't feel the same.
And could you explain Jackbox games for people out there and for myself who forgot when I asked you to explain it yesterday?
Jackbox games are basically, they run through their online server. Like, you pull up a web page, it brings up a code, and then you just play the games on your phone, and you just need one monitor shared so you can see, like, if it's trivia or if it's, like, you have to draw the answers to questions. There's a whole bunch of different ones. But,
okay. I've never done that.
I have a bunch on my computer. Yeah, we'll do one. We'll do one then just so you can see what it's like.
Alright, sounds fun. Just like doing World of Warcraft with all the roomies sounds so much fun. So much fun. Can't wait.
And then I'll keep just playing it alone then. That's the closest thing I have to going outside.
About? I just thought I would do it.
You don't sound into it.
I'm not. I don't know.
I won't make you.
I tried it for like 20 minutes, like 10 years ago. It's like, okay. I was just killing sheep. That's all I did.
You're a monster.
The sheep have experience.
Yeah, but the boars are the problem.
Maybe it's boars. Yeah. I'm thinking of Warcraft 2 where you can kill sheep.
Warcraft 2? God, what generation are you from?
I'm like 4 or 5 years older than you.
God, Warcraft 3 is where it all began.
No. Well, like, I played Warcraft 1. However, I will say Warcraft 2 is where I started, and I played some 1. I'm like, these controls are awful. But then, it wasn't until last year that I actually... Well, I tried Warcraft 3, but I actually played through the whole campaign last year. But apparently now they have like a HD version of it or something.
Yeah, I actually got a free copy of it.
Oh, how?
I have See, when I lived in Winnemucca, I had this very, very crippling depression.
Okay.
One of the only things that got me through it was my Blizzard account.
Nice.
And so, I made real-world currency, like real-world money from playing Blizzard games.
How much money would you say you earned from WoW?
Probably, it's not like a huge exchange rate, but like every certain amount of gold you get in their games translates to like $20 or $25, and I made around $300. So
over the course of how long?
9 months or so. Yeah. So
okay. That'll hey, you can do that again and tide you over through this.
And it has been. So shout out to Blizzard. Thank you.
Okay. Blizzard. Yeah. I was more of a StarCraft fan myself.
Seem like a Zerg kind of guy?
Yeah, I love me some creep. I just love making that creep grow. I feel like we're alienating half of our audience right now.
Anyway, yeah, we're
But the
stand-up
Korean
comics,
kids who
yeah.
listen to us, they're super into it.
We did comedy, and we have a new setup for this one, so we can make sure that we're social distancing from each other.
Yeah.
Normally we have guests, but
No. Today we have a plant and a piano.
and a piano. I'm on furlough from work.
How's that feel?
It sucks. It seems like I just started making money.
Yeah, like how long ago did you start?
Like 2 months, January.
Okay, 2 months, and now you got 2 months of furlough. And what happens at the end of the 2 months? Are you like definitely getting your job back, or like?
That's the ideal situation, is that they would be able to bring everybody back on, but who knows how fast business will ramp back up.
Yeah.
So-
Well, like I feel like through at least April 30th, Trump has extended these social distancing recommendations.
You think
It
And I know I've already done this joke to you, but I want it on the
Go for
podcast. Do you think he's gonna Venmo us the money?
it's gonna be in Dogecoin.
We want some
The
Donkus
cryptocurrency.
Chunks Fun Bucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cryptocurrency. Dongus Trump fun box. Yes.
Anyway, what were we talking about before I derailed you? I'm sorry.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, we're
yeah,
talking
like
about furlough.
obviously I haven't put on deodorant this entire time. It's just not necessary. You would think I would get used to my own stench, but like I can smell myself constantly.
You've been fine. Like, you're not a very smelly guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing deodorant either, but then I started running like 3 miles a day on the treadmill, and now I am. And like everything, like I've lost weight. Like I've been eating fine, but I just started doing a bunch of cardio and like trimmed down.
Yeah, we'll see your shirtless body probably sometime this week when we release the video. Probably this podcast is going to come out first, and then we have a video of us laying on an acupressure mat, which it's all these like, if you've ever seen golf spikes, it's like that except sharper, and then it's like a mat and pillow just full of them. And yeah, it really hurts, as you'll see.
Yeah, I hope we had some good one-liners. I don't really remember what I said.
Yeah, because, well, for social media, I have a minute 30 version with just like most of our riffing, and then I have an 8-minute version with the whole thing, which Will Zim will watch, and nobody else.
Shout out to Bill. What
Shout
up?
out to Bill, our biggest fan, our greatest supporter. Anyway, had a train of thought.
Okay,
Lost
yeah,
it.
we were talking about being.
I'm like a White Claw and a half deep. Things are getting crazy in here. Oh my god. I had a black cherry, now I'm having a raspberry.
I let my fiance dye my hair purple. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, and okay, it's came off your skin, which is good, and it's before it was pretty bright purple. Now it's like
Now I just look like I have dark hair.
yeah, in certain lights it almost looks black or normal. But another fun fact, the video that we did for the acupressure mats, I submitted that to Blink 182. So they're doing a music video to see what all of us are up to during this quarantine. I did it without his consent.
And I guess I should have told you I'm not on the best terms with the Blink boys.
What did they do to you?
Okay, so I was in a public bathroom once, and Tom DeLonge told me to hurry up.
When did this happen?
And yeah, I just like, yeah, it was bullshit. It was a couple years ago, and he told me to hurry up, and I was just thinking like how vulnerable I was, and like how people should understand and respect each other in a public restroom, and like I haven't been able to masturbate in public since.
Yeah. It's a real shame.
How's this to the
You know
Stars
Tom
Academy
DeLonge's not
going?
in Blink anymore, right?
He's not?
No, it's Matt Skiba, the guy from Alkaline Trio. He took over for Tom about maybe 3 years ago.
Can he hit those same nasal notes? that
No, it's different.
Do the songs sound a lot better? Where are you?
See, like for me, I'm like a Tom DeLonge fanboy. I love his voice, and I have a signed copy of one of his books in the other room. So there's Tom DeLonge's signature just like 4 feet away from me right now.
What's his book called? Like Secret Machines or something?
Yeah, there is one called Secret Machines. Well, there's 2 in that series so far, and then there's Poet Anderson, which I have the second book signed. But yeah, like with Secret Machines, apparently like there's lots of sci-fi alien stuff, and a lot of that is based off of conversations he's had with like people in the military and the intelligence departments and CIA and stuff. And people thought he was bullshit until like emails with him and John Podesta like came out a few years ago, and they're like, no, he's actually talking to these people.
Yeah, I remember
Holy
that
shit.
because I remember he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I watched it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was this whole thing, and then like months later, it was like, oh, what the fuck?
So, was WikiLeaks like before Rogan or after?
I think it was after, but
Okay, yeah, that would have been a lot
thing.
more.
I think it was the whole campaign, Trump like Russian spy stuff.
Yeah, it was like part of like Hillary's emails came out, and then a
Yeah,
bunch of
That's
stuff
what it
from
was.
Podesta and stuff.
Might be. Thank you for the fact check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, I love Tom DeLonge. He's one of the few men I would suck his dick. Just
I don't know. He's got a dad bod now.
yeah, I can see that. But he's like 44-ish, something like that.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh wow, I'm 30. Yeah, I turned 30 earlier this month.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. What did you do for your birthday, Michael?
Nothing.
Jack shit. That's right.
We
It was St. Patrick's Day, and nothing was going on. We were all at home, and did we even celebrate here at all? Like, yeah.
No.
Well, because we were planning on having a big like bash and having people over, but
I guess we should say then I'm gonna have a 30th birthday party.
Yeah,
after.
I was like, you really should, because it's a big birthday. Like,
And everyone's invited, including Jacob and Will Conton. There will be drinking though, but they can't have it. Wink.
I just inhaled some White Claw. I'm very sorry. That's the Rona, you know. Shit, I'm gonna be coughing for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, the mood just got a little different in here for me.
Yeah. Oh, and also we were talking about hair. I'm growing a really shitty goatee, as you might be able to see. It's weak AF.
It's not
But
that bad actually.
I don't know.
Are you just one of those people that don't get very hairy cheeks?
No, I don't get hairy cheeks, so I've kept the cheeks like trimmed a little bit.
Ah, okay.
But I do see like I have little baby hairs coming in. They're just growing a little bit slower. So in a couple months, it's gonna look decent, I think. But then part of it is like I have like blonde hairs that don't really show up very well.
Yeah, I get that in my mustache.
Yeah.
Are you going full stone cold? Are you gonna get the whole goatee?
I don't know. Is it fine to have a mustache and then I have 2 little gaps and then finish the rest off?
Yeah, that's
Like
kind of a
cheek.
Ming the Merciless thing, but
Well, like, cause on one side, like, I have a gap anyway. It's not gonna grow in hair, and it's just gonna be really asymmetrical.
you should start doing really dark jokes when we're on the other end of this, and this with your goatee, like it's a bad guy version of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's the difference between black people and white people? Just really lean into it.
What is the difference? Melanin?
I don't know. I choose not to see race, but evil Luke might.
Yeah, like I don't even see people of color, you know. I told that to Chris Thigpen. He's like, yeah, that's not quite right. Like, it's a joke, I know. It's hilarious.
I miss everybody. I miss going out.
Yeah, like I went over to my girlfriend's house the other day, but I didn't like go inside. We just talked from 4 feet apart. Like she was behind the screen door.
And you jerk it
Good-
off in her
good
front
time.
yard.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward because they're doing some remodeling of the apartment next to hers. So like there was dudes walking back and forth, but I was just like,
Don't let that stop
yeah.
you. You're there for.
They call me Quick Draw McGraw. I take it in and out really fast.
They call him Shooter.
Yeah.
And Luke actually comes so hard he put a hole in her screen door.
Yeah, that's true.
What else do we got? What else have we been up to? How have you liked working from home?
At first it sucked. Because it's like I'm working and then I see all of my fun stuff that I can do in my room and my bed right there. And everything's chaos, of course. And then I was like, oh, I can turn my desk so I'm facing the corner and it's much less distracting. One thing I do appreciate, I don't have to go into work and, drive on the death trap that is the highways around here.
Yeah.
And also, I don't have to I like my coworkers, but it's like when I walk around the office, you have to say hi to them every single time. It's like, hey, what's up? Hey. It's like, no.
I'm in
Why?
a group chat with my coworkers at the moment in a text chain.
Now, is everyone furloughed or just like newer people?
It's most people. It's like 95% of the company.
95? Wow.
That might be an exact. That's the number I heard, but I don't even remember where I heard. I heard it like second or third hand, so it might be less than that.
95 of terrible employees got furloughed.
Yeah. I was crushing before. But let's see where we're at right now. I don't have my spectacles on. Okay, we're good. Okay. What do you miss from the outside world, Luke?
What do I miss? Not people. Definitely not that. Honestly, it has been kind of nice taking a break from like performing stand-up comedy and especially producing shows. I really think I sort of took a break in January, but it's just kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Like, get people to be on the show, promote the show, advertise it, create flyers, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
and I don't
list it online.
I don't think people realize how little help you ask for with it. You
Yeah,
really take
yeah.
on the lion's
Well-
share of all the work.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if you see Luke, pat him on the back and like thank him.
After all this is over, definitely.
Shake his hand.
But yeah, it's. I mean,
He loves it when you touch
yeah,
his face.
I'll make a little bit of money off the shows, but it's hourly. It's really not worth it, honestly. I mean, yeah, it has been worth it in a lot of other ways. Like, it's nice putting people on shows, and then sometimes they'll put some of us on shows. You can exchange stage time for that, and has been a lot of fun putting on Dead Panda shows. I guess I can probably announce that there won't be any shows in April. I already told the headliners that wasn't going to happen. So
Sucks. I really miss it. Like I've been like really just from like stuff like open and doing our comedy slice show and like hosting an open mic every now and then. Like I've really been coming into my own. Like really finding a new
Yeah.
set of skills that I have on like behind a mic, and I miss them.
yeah, I love you hosting that the open mic. That's always a lot of fun.
We'll do one again someday.
Someday,
Someday.
some sweet day. Shout out to Nick Justin.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, wherever he is. Point up.
And we had a bunch of other, like everybody's getting ready to do stuff. There's gonna be like shows at the Emerson, and Paul was doing.
Oh
shows.
yeah. Well, like there were 3 basically first-time shows that were gonna start in March. There was like Cy Looney with the Emerson. There was the Coffee and Comics show. Were you gonna be on that too?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, we were both gonna be on that. Was March 28th, and then Wow. I don't even feel like mentioning this, but yeah, there's gonna be a variety show that had like dancing, comedy, music, stuff like that. But yeah, problem with that, I have no. Well, it's like, all right, myself and Paul Spock, we both have shows like on the third Thursdays, and then like this other guy, he was like, oh, why don't I have a show on third Thursday? And Dylan Lusk was like, yeah, maybe don't do that. Have it on a different day to space out some comedy. Like, we don't need 3 shows on the same day, but no, that's what we're going with.
Dude, the second Thursday, man.
Yeah, second Thursday. It doesn't have the ring though. It's the. And we got fourth Fridays.
You're a marketing whiz.
Yeah. Well, I was the first to do third Thursdays, the first to do fourth Fridays, but a couple other people have jumped on. But it's honestly fine because sometimes you can share performers. Like,
Well, we're gonna start doing something on most Mondays.
most Mondays.
Oh, I want to announce something. I'm gonna start while I'm
Yeah.
furloughed, while we're here in the house. I'm gonna start streaming some video games. So I'm thinking like Grand Theft Auto and a lot of free to play games, so I can get people in with it, like to play with me, like and then just a lot of Switch games and World of Warcraft. I'm gonna cast some spells and role play only. So if you want to play any World of Warcraft with me, it's in character. You better be a top-notch improviser with me.
I've been mainly playing Civilization 6, so I don't know. I suppose that might be interesting to some people.
Oh, that's a good idea for an improv scene. Why don't we do Civilization kind of, but like more like a United Nations world pandemic kind of. I'll even let you pick your own country.
Would India be bad?
No, be India, Luke. I would love to see. You can even pick my country.
Can I have a racist voice though?
Well, I mean, you want it to be authentic. You don't want it to be racist, but you do want it to be
Well,
authentic.
like it's.
Well, actually, if you were going to do a racist accent, how would it sound? Like, if you were going to do a racist accent?
Okay, theoretically, if I were to do a racist accent, it'd be Chinese. Oh, hello! I don't-
It's not very good, but it is racist. If you were
yes,
to do
it is
racist.
racist. That's not going for authenticity. Yeah.
I'll do an accent, like just if I was going to do a racist, what country would you want me to be? To do an example of
Russian? I don't know.
I can do an example of what it would be like to be Russian against racisms.
Okay.
Can we call that the episode title also, Russians Against Racism?
Okay, Russians against racism.
Alright.
Cool. I'll remember that.
I don't see color.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, but
I think the Russian people are better than most, though.
yeah, it's like we're not Russian at all, but it's fine for you to do like any Russian accent, but
It doesn't feel as, it's very close to Borat, but deep voice.
okay. My name is Borat. Very nice.
Melee.
I'm the best Borat ever.
The rest of the podcast is just going to be Borat impressions.
Yes. Well, what Michael said about my Borat impression.
It's the best Borat impression.
No, you said it was like Borat doing an impression of Borat.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, well, because I hear it so infrequently.
Yeah, definitely. It's only like on Tuesdays that I do Borat.
Well, I guess now's a good time for a ad break.
Yeah, let's take an ad break.
Here's a word from Anchors.
Anchors.
It is rolling and okay, and welcome back.
Yeah, thank you to our sponsor Anchor and of course to White Claw.
White Claw.
It's good.
It's drinking for children.
Refreshing. Yeah, like if you gave this to a kid, I don't think they would know. They would just be like, this is shitty tasting water, but
This isn't as good as LaCroix.
Is it LaCroix or LaCroix or
Oh,
LaCroix?
LaCroix.
LaCroix. That's Bobby Benedict's favorite favorite drink. Shout out to Bobby Benedict. Or is it Robert Benedict the second, or is he? Yeah, he's the second, I believe. It's not a junior thing.
A little pretentious, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and his dad is white, and then he looks, a little bit like his dad, but really nothing like his dad. He's half Laotian, I believe. Yeah. It's not his size that matters. It's the motion in the Laotian. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What religion are they in Laos?
First off, I believe it's by Vietnam. Fact checkers,
Yeah, I have no idea.
comment online if we're wrong. But I feel like it's a long country along the coast.
Hmm.
Probably don't take that as gospel.
What kind of cuisine do they have in Laos?
I think some kinds of roaches, and yeah, mainly they just have these swamps that they grow roaches and shrimp. That's my guess.
I don't know about that, Luke, because you don't
And rice patties.
You don't build them as big and as strong as Bobby and feed them just
I
roaches.
think he's like a freak of nature, probably. I don't think people in Laos are that tall. Because like the tallest Asians are actually Korean. I don't know why that is, but I was expecting to go. I lived in Korea for a year, and I was expecting to be like tall there, but I'm basically average there, and then in the States I'm a couple inches below average in height as well as dick size.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Yeah, ladies. If you got a tight one, and if Michael's hurting you, come check me out.
That was directly to my fiance. You
Yes.
stay away from her.
Well, she's screaming out in pain all the time.
That's only because we're doing it in the bud.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't always watch, so I don't know.
Well, we leave the door open.
You do. It's true.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what religion do you think they are?
I mean, I would imagine
Farsi.
that's not a religion. That's a type of writing. But anyway, maybe Hindu, maybe Buddhist, maybe something else. I
Probably
don't know.
Tao.
Taoism, maybe.
How do you think? What are your thoughts on religion and COVID?
And well, I think there's definitely religions all over the world. They're missing an opportunity. Like, assuming one of these religions has to be true, right? It's the truth. So why doesn't the all-powerful deity like have some prophet go around like curing people? He's like, you have a couple of Mormons show up to your door and like, hey, you're cured of COVID. Thank Joseph Smith. And people are like, holy shit, Mormonism, that's the real deal. Like, now would be the time. It's a golden opportunity. But
You hear that, prophets?
yeah, it's like
Time to show your stuff.
God is like, okay, here's Jesus. Now I'm done talking to you people for like 2,000 years. You guys are good. I don't need to say anything.
I don't want to get off of the religion topic too far, but I hope that the bits that come out of this are not all toilet paper influenced, or like, because I know they're all going to be coronavirus, ... punchline, bat soup, and like we're going to get so many open mic people for that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
I had my toilet paper ready.
I don't know. I feel like I got all the coronavirus jokes out of my system within like about 5 days.
Yeah,
Now
you
I'm
did it
pretty
before it was actually a pandemic. You got it out of the way.
Yeah,
early.
yeah. I don't know. I was saying stuff like coronavirus is God's punishment on us for making Kobe jokes. Thought that was a good one. And I had some other real zingers, you know.
Yeah, I don't think
Have you heard the one about coronavirus? Yeah, of course you fucking have.
Yeah, exactly.
You've definitely heard the one about coronavirus. I don't know. I like that one.
God, I just hope that like through this, like I can write at least one good joke that I can think of. I haven't written down anything. I haven't thought of anything new. Honestly, just haven't been outside.
Yeah, I've written some good stuff. Not too much. Well, this one's sort of a work in progress. Yeah, like the saddest thing to me is when like old people, they share something like on Facebook and they don't know that it's dirty. Like my grandmother, she shared this thing. It was this meme, all these pictures. Like it says your birth month is what you have to eat for an entire year. Could you do it? And like, all right, March there's pizza. June there's fucking hot dogs. July there's a butthole. August there's tacos. And I'm like, Grandma, you know like for July there's a picture of an asshole. And she's like, yeah, I know, sweetie. Your grandfather and I, we were both July babies. Damn it. Damn it, Grandma. It's funny because my grandma's dead. So. Plus, she isn't on Facebook. So.
Oh.
No, actually, I do have one grandmother still alive.
Is she single?
Yeah, because my grandfather died a couple years ago at the age of 97, and my grandma is 97 now. So.
This sets me up for one of my favorite punchlines. Can I bang the nail into the coffin?
It's her decision, but yeah.
I'm sorry to all the Westbergs. I have nothing but care for your guys' family. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword, alright?
Yeah. I think she was like a dancer in New York, like during the 30s and stuff like that.
During like the World's Fair time where they'd be like, these are the inventions of tomorrow.
Yeah,
day.
like I don't know if it was like Broadway type stuff, but I think so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she was also like a military veteran as well. I don't know. I think she was like a military nurse or something like that.
Shoot, well I was joking before, but now it's like, tell me more. God.
Yeah, no, my grandma's awesome. She makes really good spaghetti.
She makes good sketty?
Yeah, well, like sketty sauce. That's where it's at.
My grandma is probably drinking. So, what would you like to see as far as our community for Reno and the comedy scene? What do you want to see on the other end of things when the weather clears up and everybody can touch each other when again? Like,
I guess I would like to see a lot of support. Like people, I'm sure people have just taken like, oh yeah, there's always live entertainment, there's always bands playing, there's always comedy shows, like I don't really feel like going out. But I think after this, people will, at least for a while, a couple months, people will really appreciate that, oh my god, I can go out, there's people, there's stuff happening live that I don't have to watch on Netflix or YouTube. So I think appreciation from the community over like live events, that'd be awesome.
I agree, because I think that like now the world can see how quick we can get into isolation and how quick we can get into social distancing. The next COVID-20, it's going to happen twice as fast for twice as long.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when we're out of here, we should really, let's go support one another. Let's go make an effort to see each other. And like, it is more special when you're a part of the group and you're in it and you're sitting watching it as part of either the audience. Hopefully I won't be working until 9:15 every night because I want to certainly make more of an effort to go out and see everybody.
Sorry, I need a burp from this White Claw. Oh, damn it.
Luke,
this is worse than
Luke Westberg is so sensitive that he actually blew out his trachea burping once, so he has to do it very gently.
Okay, like I have a burp sitting in my upper chest area, but it's not coming out. It's always the disappointment that you feel when you can't. When you almost have that sneeze and then it goes away. It's sort of like that for me.
Luke's tummy is so sensitive that he needs to use water softening tablets before he takes an aspirin.
That's true. Did you just come up with it?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, fuck.
Also, to on our Dead Panda Facebook page or to any of our personal Instagram or anything, just send us your best roast of Luke, and I'll save them on next time we record. I'll save them on the next episode.
And Michael too, please. Please.
Yeah, if you want, but if you got a good one for Luke, definitely send that one in.
Who's more roastable, me?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have a lot of eccentricities that not everyone sees them like in real life, but I'm pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, Luke's a treasure trove. Like a lot of this stuff that is because either he's done something by mistake, like the single ply toilet paper, was because he bought some by accident. So like one of my favorite roasts for Luke was that he hurt himself in a single ply toilet paper accident, or like one time he bought a weighted blanket because they were all really comfortable.
I have
really
two of them, Michael.
Yeah, he has two of them.
One's in my car.
So I'm like, I have another and this one works every time, and I use it on different people. Like he was almost late to the show because he got stuck under a weighted blanket, and I'm trying to think of something to do with like crystals and like natural deodorant.
Yeah, I sleep in a cardboard box. Have you seen? All right, so here's the deal, Michael. It gets very bright in the morning and I can't sleep, so I have like a cardboard box. I put my pillow in it and my head goes in it, and it allows me to sleep for longer because I'm very light sensitive. However, we have construction behind our house.
Dude, that's killing me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I wake up at 6 or whenever the hell they start, and then I put in like earplugs and then I roll over.
Also, the cats, Jackie got her cats back, and so they're either fighting all night or meowing. I love her cats, or she'll give them a spot on the bed and she'll just lay on me all night, and like it was like giving me nightmares and stuff, and I was like freaking out last night. She was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like going into violent fits of rage.
I had a dream last night that I met Dane Cook for the second time, and like I came up to him before the show. It was like outside the venue. He's like, hey, you look familiar. I'm like, yeah, we met and we talked like a year ago. He was like, oh yeah, I don't remember that. But hey, I'll get you into the show for free. And then he left and didn't get me into the show for free. What the fuck, Dane Cook?
That was a Dane Cook movie if I've ever heard one. Good God.
I would punch Dane Cook in the face. In the face.
Oh, you're gonna punch him right in the mouth.
In the mouth.
Oh, you want to punch Dane Cook in the mouth?
Why isn't Dane Cook doing movies anymore? Does that question just answer itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of movies, I watched Color Out of Space.
Okay, do tell.
I'm not ruining that
Nick
one for
Cage.
anybody, but yeah, Nick Cage in a Lovecraftian movie. Check that one out, is all I'm going to say. And the threshold they cross, like the end of Act 2 before like they start getting into Act 3. Oh wow! Check that one out. Yeah.
In a standard movie, how many acts are there?
3.
3. Okay, the third act. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Are there 3 acts and then like the conclusion or?
Kind of.
What's
You
the-
can sometimes you can just put the conclusion at the end of the third act, because the third act is basically just setting up the resolution of.
Okay, resolution. Is that the technical term?
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh wow.
Cool. I won't watch that, but there was. I think we talked too much about Nick Cage on this podcast in general. If you've seen this
Tweet
Stephen Dante episode,
Just tweet at Nicolas Cage to be on our podcast.
does he have Twitter or anything?
Get in touch with Nicolas Cage.
Call
Just say
his
you
agent.
have, yeah, say you have a movie party. He'll answer any of those calls apparently. So
Yeah. The Dead Panda movie, he'll be on it. Just $5 is all it takes.
So what do we have? I forgot what we were going to talk about at the end. But
Suggestions?
oh yeah, suggestions. Since we're going to be here, what kind of stuff would you like to see me and Luke talk about or do? Do you guys want to see any like segments, or do you guys want to see any skits or anything, or do you have questions?
Striptease.
Do you need advice? You want to send us some pictures of your dad? I would love to see your dad. Like see.
Oh, rate my dad.
Rate my dad.
You say it, Pat. Rate my dad.
I'd love to rate your. Rate my dad. We can
Rate
start with.
my dad.
We can start with our own dads.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, let me pull up a picture of my dad. Crap, I don't have my phone.
Well, we'll save it for next week. We'll do the first rate my dads with our dads
Okay.
on a scale from 1 to Tim Allen.
Is Tim Allen really the hottest dad there is? I
It's
don't know.
not. It's not a matter of hotness. It's a matter of dad.
He's a dadly dad.
He's a dad's dad. Yeah.
He's a dad's dad. Okay. So it's not all about looks. It's okay. It's about dadness.
Yeah, it's about that
Okay.
dad essence, like mustache length could be, or like how pleated their khakis are. There could be a number of factors in what makes a dad a dad.
Damn. But yeah, we're for those of you who this is the first episode you've watched. Yeah, we've been doing this before the pandemic. I know there's like 800,000 podcasts that have just been created because they're like, oh my god, I have nothing to do. Maybe I'll start a podcast.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it fucking looks, is it?
Yeah, like, don't start a podcast unless you can see yourself continuing it after the apocalypse is over. Like, otherwise, yeah. You're doing it for you.
Yeah, I'm coming for everybody that's trying to get on this gravy dick. I'm gonna use Luke Westberg as a dick and fuck you all the way to in the butt.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine we'll probably do this a little bit more since you aren't working stupid hours and I'm at home all the time.
We redid our whole office.
So, 6 episodes a week.
6 episodes of
6 episodes and a movie.
and we will return some bad improv scenes for you. Cause I like doing them.
I'm really feeling this White Claw right now, but I'm a lightweight, so like 1.5 White Claws, that just fucking does me in. I'm about to fall out of my chair right now.
Well, let me check the time real quick. Let's see where we're at.
We're fine. Check out these chairs, by the way. I did them myself. There's a Panda on there. Is this one? Okay.
This is, and this one has.
I like those better.
Yeah, I like these ones better.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Those are really cool.
Marketing. So yeah, the Twitch.
Haven't had a chance to use them yet, so to show. But yeah, Twitch.
Yeah, the Twitch stream that starts tomorrow. So
what's the
tomorrow?
address? Is it dead_panda_plays?
Yeah, it's gonna be twitch.tv/dead_panda_plays, and I'm gonna play whatever. Hit us up. I don't care. I've got a monster of a computer. I'll play whatever you guys want.
Okay.
And that, and I'm also going to stream myself job hunting for this, what I could, like some part-time work during this furlough, and then yeah, you can just come hang out with us there if you miss us. But I'm not going to touch anybody.
What's the point?
You can still be social while social distancing.
I like touching people.
I've been on. I'm also going to stream myself on Chat Roulette. So if you guys remember that website,
Is that still going on?
oh, I don't know. I was just thinking about.
Probably.
I was just thinking about webcams, and I was like, oh, Chat Roulette, that was a big one.
Yeah. I think, is everyone fapping on there, or?
Oh, in my experience, everybody's fat.
Okay, I've never done it, but.
Oh, it's just a sea of dicks.
Oh, I'm talking fapping.
Oh, on the oh, well, you've been.
I've heard masturbation's really fun.
Oh, well, see, it can be.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to do it right. Like I've been.
Is there sadness involved though?
Yeah, look. For instance, I have just rang my dick out like a go-gurt, like an empty go-gurt sleeve, just. Yeah, so I've done it too much. Like that's.
Is it masturbating if you just fucked stuffed animals?
No,
That's getting laid.
Well, do stuffed animals consent?
In my mind, they do.
Well, I guess it is your imagination there.
Yeah. I mean, not always, but usually.
In my imagination, they don't.
You're really a creep.
Yes, I am. Anything, is that a good note to go out on?
Yeah, let's end this charade.
Well, if you're seeing this here on YouTube, hit the like button and share it with us. So
And subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's what they always say.
those notifications.
Yeah, hit the bell.
And touch our last episode right up here. It's not gonna have anything right there. We don't do that. But no, yeah, follow all of us. Like our Facebooks and everything. Hit us up on Instagram.
I'm moving to Iran.